How's everyone? I am Shannon Hare. I am your president here at James Sprunk Community College, and we are overjoyed. We're excited with today's award presentation, PitchIt Duplin. Something I want to read right quick, and I think this is a quick example of why we're here today. We've got three individuals, three groups that are considered and that they are entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is an individual who identifies a business opportunity. And they're going to demonstrate that and have demonstrated that over the course of the last few months. They assume the financial risks and organizes resources to build a new venture. And again, these are three new ventures with the goal of generating a profit. I've got a banker behind me, he'll agree. That is the goal, to generate a profit. He will instill that. Here at James Sprunk Community College, we love what is happening in Duplin County, making sure that we are where we need to be on the entrepreneurial side of the house, if you will. Our Small Business Development Center ran by Mrs. Joy Wynn through continuing education with Mrs. Gloria Wiggins. We really appreciate their support and what we're doing to support new business. Those that have contributed their time and their resources, again, Marine Federal Credit Union, the Wallace Chamber of Commerce, the Kenansville Chamber of Commerce. We really appreciate your support and being with us each and every time that we have met. And hopefully we can grow that exponentially. Again, as you all may know, I came from Danville Community College and still serve as the local chamber's president. And I was able to go back a few weeks ago in something similar to this we did at our chamber's annual meeting, and $130,000 was given away to industries, to businesses, to entrepreneurs like we have right here. That is the goal. So hopefully next year we'll have twice as many, 3 times as many. We love to make sure that we're providing what you all need in that space with our Small Business Development Center. For those judges who have been a part of this, thank you for your time, and really look forward to this awards presentation. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to welcome you this afternoon.
I'm Joy Wynn, and I am the director of the Small Business Center, and I am so blessed to be able to work in a career where I get to breathe life into people's dreams, and that's truly what the Small Business Center does. We hear people's dreams, their thoughts, their ideas, and we help them decide if it's viable and if it's worth pursuing, and if it's not, what's the pivot that we can take to make that happen. So that is, I know I have not worked in a job in all of my career that I have truly felt blessed to come to every single day, except with the Small Business Center so far. So I'm delighted to share this opportunity with you. 2 years ago, we started having discussions with Marine Federal Credit Union through the Small Business Center Network and our partnership with Coastal Carolina Community College and their Small Business Center, which introduced me to Trish Scott of Marine Federal Credit Union, who said, "Can I give you some money in Duplin County?" And I said, "Absolutely, you can bring us some money." Now, obviously, Marine Federal Credit Union wants to do business in Duplin County. And so that's why they jumped on board, and we partnered with REAL, which is Rural Entrepreneurship in Active Learning, which is a curriculum that is equivalent to and substitutes for Business 240 in an associate degree and a degree level class course. So that's what we cover in REAL. And then we developed PitchIt, and PitchIt aims to help entrepreneurs. Well, the competition is a lot like Shark Tank. Anybody ever watch Shark Tank? Except our judges were not sharks. We call them bulldogs, but they were pretty gentle, I think. And it's designed to help business or potential business owners earn startup money. And so that's what it's done. So I want to be clear when we define entrepreneurs and startup businesses. So for this competition, it can be a business that's already in existence pitching a new concept, or it can be an entrepreneur who has not yet launched their business. And in this process, we help them to legitimize their business and then launch it. So from the time that they apply with a video to Marine Federal Credit Union to the time that they complete this competition, we help them do the things: structure their business, register with the Secretary of State, form an employee identification number. We cover writing a business plan, so they get to use a very expensive curriculum platform that we have that helps them to write a business plan. We talk about business management, financial strategy, growth, and marketing. And then we help to prepare them to present. So that when they leave this competition, if they need startup funds outside of this, they are actually set up to be fundable by a financial institution. That's the goal of PitchIt. Did I cover that well enough? Okay. So, I'm never good at this. I would first like to recognize our sponsors, Marine Federal Credit Union as the big daddy in all of this, Wallace Chamber of Commerce, Kenansville Chamber of Commerce, SBTDC, which is Small Business Technology Development Center, which is the university side of what the Small Business Center does. Ms. Sherry May from UNCW is here on that part. She actually counsels each client or each participant for an hour or so, in addition to the counseling services provided through the Small Business Center. So what it looks like to be a PitchIt participant, or what happens, they have to submit a video application. It's really terribly hard, isn't it? One of the best ones that we saw this year was a lady who was videoing herself in her closet. We loved it. And so let me just say, we started with 5 participants. We finished with 3. Now, good business sense tells you that if you already know there are 4 cash prizes to win, just hang in there. Just hang in there. Just get to the finish line, right? But we ended with 3. 1 dropped very quickly. 1 went all the way through the whole 8-week, 24-hour curriculum, but just was not quite brave enough to finish. And she has I can't help but say it here because she has such a good business concept. I know it's going to be successful, but she might have to have a spokesperson, and I think she feels more comfortable in that role. So just be on the lookout in the future for Busy Bees. That's what it's called. And she has created sensory boxes for people with special needs, particularly autism, things they can touch. And she fills those boxes with different materials, and they'll be able to get those by subscription. So they'll rotate out, she'll refill them, and we're wishing her all the best in her future endeavors as well. With that said, I need to thank a few other people. Our judges, our business bulldogs, were Mr. Jesse Smith, you give a wave, Liberty Tax from all over Duplin and a few surrounding areas, I think. Miss Isabella Brower, where'd she go? Right here. She is from Marine Federal Credit Union. You might recognize the faces if you followed PitchIt last year. Miss Katrina Rhodes was a contestant last year, opening up Special Touch Assisted Living Center in Warsaw. And Mr. Randy Barrios, who was our winner last year, who is still working to get his restaurant open in Rose Hill, and it's called the Iron Mom Bee. So I think it's beautiful in that we were able to have all of these people, and yet we were able to bring some back serve in the new role, still investing, so reciprocating what happens in the Small Business Center. Coaching team, I had help again this year from Patsy McCoy, who always comes in clutch and brought her whole class today. Laura Diaz, who is always working behind the scenes to help us out. There are James Front representatives. Mr. Ron Simmons, who's a Duplin County entrepreneur. You might recognize the name Master Blend Family Farms. He couldn't be here today. Mr. Brett Roderick from Wallace Chamber of Commerce. Now those boys gave our contestants a fit on mock interview night. They worked them over, and we were so glad that happened. Miss Erica Bacon from Marine Federal came out, Miss Gloria came out, and Dr. Hare came out. So they were the sharks for them, but they improved them. And when they came back to pitch, you could see that they had put the advice they were given into place. So that was good to see. Also, I want to give a shout out to Emily Smith for always helping me market. Always the cheerleader in my corner, and Jeff Taylor, who quietly makes sure that all the things work for me. And so he's been here every single time to make sure things were working. So big thanks for that. There were a few questions that our judges were charged with making sure these businesses could do. They were looking for, can they solve a problem, or are they solving a problem? Is there a real need for their offering? Is it doable, and is it practical? Is there a space in the market for them, a demand in the market? Does it have the possibility to create jobs? Is there a community benefit to it? Can they launch in the market in the time frame and start operating, generating revenue quickly? And for their presentation, did they have good use of their time, and did they communicate effectively? So those were the things that they were looking for. I also want to mention this one thing which I think is so cool. These three contestants generated more than 1,200 engagements on social media that had all of these sponsor names and James Front attached to them. I said 1,200 engagements, not people swiping and looking, because everybody can see about 40 million of those in a day, but not everybody engages. And so what they did on social media got our names out there more than 1,200 actionable times. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. In the process of all of this, there was also a statewide pitch competition called Startup Showdown. And we were asked, as the Small Business Center at James Front, to put forth at least 2 candidates who could compete in that. That required double work, in case I didn't say that clearly enough. We put up 4 candidates. I'm so tickled with what we put forth in that round. And that put us, so that was competing against other community colleges in the region, which I think there were 8 or 9. Cape Fear, Brunswick, Coastal, they're pretty big colleges. Craven, Carteret, Pamlico, Wayne, maybe that was all of them, and us, all lumped together, and our contestants had to go up, or the applications had to go up against those. 2 of mine made it. 1 made it to be an alternate, which meant if the top 2 that were chosen for the region couldn't say yes, that person would have said yes. So I want to just take one little second and ask Francisco to come to the front. There was no prize for that, but wow, little old showed up. We were afraid one person would say no, so he would be the next one. And while this guy right here, so he's got a nice cooler bag and a cup that says Startup Showdown. Thank you, Francisco. In the middle of all all this, which he didn't tell me until the end. He also graduated from James Front Community College with his associate. While he was doing this on the side and working full-time and starting his business with 2 little kids. He keeps talking up his finger. 2 little kids and a wife. So, and his wife graduated last year. Is that correct? So I'm saying all of that so that you can understand, small business doesn't mean small business. Small businesses are not judged by the revenue they produce, they're judged by the number of employees that they house, which is typically 25 and under. But 25 and under does a whole lot of revenue and even more impact across the county, the region, and the state. So that's why it's so important. We don't often see small business. We don't often go after the small businesses when we're trying to do big things. We often go after the big industries. But when everything happened, who were the ones that, in COVID, who kept the country running? Who kept Duplin running when everybody had to wear a mask or stay home? Mom and pop. Small businesses, they stayed open. They still served you. And so they are truly the ones that are living the American dream and keeping the pipeline full and making it happen for other people. I wanted to give you this one line, which I think is so appropriate for what we've done here. Real economic growth and individual opportunity lies in helping become and train job creators, not just job seekers. That's what small business is. And PitchIt is such a part of that. So we are so glad to have had the opportunity for a second year in a row to offer PitchIt in Duplin County. I'm not good with remembering numbers, so I don't set myself up to fail like that. I would probably get it wrong. But now I want you to meet the contestants. I might ask you guys to do something a little bit awkward. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm going to let them give you their 20-second elevator speech about their business, and then they can have a seat in these chairs. Come on.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angelica Santibañez, and my pitch is for Dulce Aroma Cafe and Studio. It is an opportunity for us to fundraise to give back a third space, while also fundraising for Salud Sin Fronteras, which is a nonprofit that helps our community here in Duplin and surrounding counties.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Bonilla Aguilera. My company is New Leaf Outdoor Solutions. We are a landscaping company that is working on residential and commercial buildings, providing excellent lawn care, no matter how big or small the business is.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Francisco Andres. I am the owner of FA Welding Services that provides mobile welding services in Duplin County and surrounding counties. We concentrate on construction, agriculture, and lawn care repairs. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you, guys. You can have a seat. So, shout out to Sliced and Diced. You might remember her from last year. She was one of our contestants and finalists. She has prepared the refreshments for after this event. I encourage you to indulge. It's great. And of course, they're provided by Marine Federal Credit Union. And if you need to be able to get up with Rosie, who was not even the winner, let me just say, she did not take away first place because she was so distracted. That's in a good way if you're listening. Running a business that was taking off like wildfire, and she has shown up all over the state this past year. So what a delight to see her grow in the way that she has. But I put a QR code up here. You call her and schedule her for your event. It's worth it. And now, let's talk about what's up for grabs today. Each contestant is receiving a full year membership to both of our supporting chambers. I'm gonna let them tell you what real benefit that is. Kenansville and Wallace Chamber of Commerce. The winner will get a $3,000 prize, that's cash money or check, from Marine Federal Credit Union, and Wallace Chamber of Commerce surprised us with $2,500 to add to that. They're also gonna get a really cool business planning guide, which is called Flourish and Growth. That's a $60 value, but you really can't put a value on it because it continues to carry you through the steps of business management and growth and marketing and all the things. So, first runner-up's gonna get a $2,000 prize for their business. Again, Marine Federal Credit Union and a planner. Second runner-up is gonna get a $1,000 prize from Marine or cash prize, and a book by one of our own presenters, Mr. Martin Brossman, Harnessing the Power of Artificial Intelligence. So with that, I think that we probably have covered everything. The time is short. First, I'm going to have our sponsors come up and tell you about their prizes, and then we'll go into the meeting.
Is that me?
That's you and Taylor. And Erica and Trish. This one's the only one here.
I don't think so. Hold on, let me try this. I like to move when I talk. Can everybody in the room hear me? Yeah. If I'm talking like this? All right, so let me go over the real, the benefits of the Chamber of Commerce. First of all, congratulations to the three of you guys. I'll get into that here in a second. So as an annual member to the Chamber of Commerce, we're gonna give you access to our member directory. You're gonna have access to our monthly social events. You're gonna get social media shout outs. We've got thousands upon thousands of engagements. She said 1,200 engagements just with you guys. We're gonna push the limits of those engagements. So we're gonna get you guys a lot of attention within the Chamber of Commerce. We are also going to offer each one of you a business vehicle in the Wallace Christmas Parade. That means your vehicles need to have your names on the side of them, decorated for Christmas. Come to the party. It's gonna be a good day. So you guys are gonna have business vehicles on us along with that membership. What I think is most important to talk about is the sacrifice and the risk that you guys have assessed. Something that you need support for, something that the Chambers of Commerce are here to support you with, right? Us, Kenansville, Beulahville has one as well, and they're not part of this, but they are a resource for you guys. We want you to be successful because the sacrifice that you have made to go out on your own and to do something that is yours is, most people can't fathom that. They can't fathom entrepreneurship, creating jobs for a community. I am a banker by day, I'm a small business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a rancher, I'm a father, and I'm a husband. I got a full plate, and then I'm also the president of the Wallace Chamber of Commerce. So for me, understanding and seeing your sacrifice is immeasurable. So a round of applause and congratulations to these three who are doing it. As I look around the room, Miss Patsy McCoy, I see a whole lot of entrepreneurs right here. And I want to talk to each and every one of you at some point, because I see a lot of entrepreneurs. And you know my vision. You know what I want to see.
I got you.
All right, all right. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Again, congratulations to the three of you. I couldn't be more proud as an entrepreneur myself and a business owner myself. And everyone in here, I think you have the full support of everyone in this audience today. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
I will be a little more brief. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Thank you for coming out today. My name is Taylor Kennedy. I'm one of the members of the board of directors for the Kenansville Area Chamber of Commerce, and we're so excited that you're here today to honor our three winners. The Kenansville Chamber of Commerce is glad to partner with Marine Federal Credit Union and the Wallace Chamber of Commerce to give our winners today a one-year membership to the Kenansville Chamber of Commerce. And you'll notice that all of their perks are all of our perks as well. So you'll have a large support system available to you whenever you need it. You will also get a complimentary space in our Kenansville Christmas Parade, and we're excited to have you in that as well. We strongly believe that our chamber is made strong by the members that we have in it, and we are extremely, extremely proud to welcome you to our chamber. Thank you.
All right, last but not least, Marine Federal Credit Union. Please do stay for pictures when it's over, which is going to be in a moment, I think, right? All right. How about it, ladies? Oh, I'm sorry. I did need to say one more thing. Before the social media piece, our top contenders were separated by 3 points. I'm just saying. So there are no losers here today. There are only winners because you're walking out with more pay than I am for the day. So. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
Welcome, I'm Tricia Scott, the VP of Marketing at Marine Federal Credit Union. Super excited to be here for the second year of PitchIt Duplin. I love this program. It's probably one of my favorite projects that we work on throughout the year. So super excited about next year. Anybody who's interested or has questions, feel free to reach out to me if you guys are interested in applying. We're about to announce the winners, but I'll see if Erica wants to share anything.
Real quick, this is my second year being a part of PitchIt Duplin as well, and I think it's a wonderful program. It is absolutely amazing because even if you don't win, you can't take that knowledge away. And taking it back to your communities is got to feel so amazing that you can contribute to places and elevate them with your vision. So thank you so much for participating and seeing it all the way through. I would like to add on, come January, hopefully we'll be starting PitchIt Duplin for the 3rd year. So if you know anybody, if you at church, in an organization, if you're playing, I don't know, volleyball, basketball, football on your side, talk it up because it is an amazing opportunity. And like I said, once that knowledge is in there, that can be taken away. And to feed off the joy as well, even if you don't win, you have the knowledge, and then we still use you. Rosie is a perfect example of that out there because we see the vision in your idea, and we want to support that from the Marine Federal, the chambers. We believe in you, so please pass on the word and continue to, I know these 3 amazing contestants have worked so hard, and they are just going to do amazing things in the community, so please celebrate with them, elevate them, communicate their wonderful visions to your communities, and we'll hopefully have some more great people next year, and thank you for coming.
Okay, I'm going to start with the 3rd place winner. So for 3rd place, you win $1,000. It is New Leaf Outdoor Solutions. Okay, for 2nd place, it's $2,000, and it is Dulce Aroma Cafe Studio. And 1st place, coming in at $3,000, is FA Welding Services.
Francisco, you need to stay up there for a second.
Okay.
Oh, no, I forgot to say thank you so much, Joy, James Bryan Community College, everyone who's helped out with this. And Brett, I was just talking to Joy about this yesterday. You and Ron, during the mock pitches
Mhm.
were amazing. You were, and
I feel like we were so mean.
No, you were